We live as if death is not real. We treat life like it's eternal, ignoring the one truth we all share: everything that begins, ends. Death is the only guarantee we have, yet it's the one reality we refuse to discuss. The Upanishads teach us, this world is impermanent, full of suffering. Knowing this truth, embrace the eternal. But we do the opposite. We ignore death, we deny it, and we escape into comfort. We spend our lives accumulating wealth, seeking pleasure, and pursuing empty accolades. But what is the value of all these things if they end at death? The Bhagavad Gita reminds us, for one who has taken birth, death is certain, and for one who has died, birth is certain. Life and death are part of a cycle we cannot escape. Yet, despite this knowledge, we fear death. We fear what we don't understand. We ignore it, thinking if we don't speak of it, it won't come. But ignorance is not bliss, ignorance is bondage. The fear of death traps us in a superficial life, one where we refuse to confront our true nature. We live in chains of our own making. Look at nature. Everything blooms, fades, and returns to the earth. Death is a return to the source, not an end but a transformation. But how many of us actually seek this truth? We avoid books that might challenge us to see life differently. We turn away from teachings that make us uncomfortable. We'd rather watch 3 hours of meaningless entertainment than spend 1 hour seeking wisdom. We refuse to educate ourselves about what death truly means because it scares us, because it makes us face our ego and our insignificance. We are running out of time. Every second, the sand slips away, yet we refuse to pause and ask ourselves, what is the purpose of this life? What am I truly here for? Until we face the reality of death, we cannot live fully. Death is our greatest teacher, not an enemy. It strips away our delusions and leaves us with the raw, naked truth of existence. Think of our day-to-day life. We spend so much time stressing over the small things, our jobs, our status, our possessions. But when you realize that none of these things matter at the end, the fear starts to fade. When we truly grasp death, the fear of death loses its hold, and we begin to live with true freedom, knowing that our worth goes far beyond what can be seen or touched. If you cannot spend even 2 hours a week reflecting on what is real, then you are wasting this opportunity called life. True spirituality is not about comfort, it's about facing the bitter truths. It is about understanding that death is not a curse, but a reminder to live authentically, to live with purpose. Wake up. Face the truth. Make the most of this one chance at life. The end is inevitable, but what you do until then defines how you truly live.